Elon Musk, huh? So, Elon and I have a little bit of a history. Elon and I had an engagement on Twitter many years ago where I literally called him a buffoon and dissed the fucking Mars project that got my likely alien, by the way, Twitter account, not whitelisted or blacklisted, what's it called? Shadow banned. And there is a way to check, yeah. So, uh, Elon is using his little bully pulpit or what the fuck ever you want to call it to try to influence policy decision before Donald Trump is even in office. To the degree where he posted on Twitter like 70 times yesterday about this government spending bill that, for the record, they'd already agreed on. I just want to keep pointing that out. They'd already made an agreement. Okay? The Republicans and Democrats, Mike Johnson, the GOP, all of them, they had made an agreement with the Democrats to get this spending bill to fund the government for at least the next like 90 days. Now, what I want to talk about, the content I want to put out today, my live ban is lifted today at about 2:45 p.m. this afternoon. So for those of you not in the know, I have started a daily live podcast. Think like Joe Rogan, but super left. Where we sit and we look at the news and politics and we discuss in the comments. And we have a low tolerance and we're a small group. And that's because of my ban from TikTok for posting content. And I understand, and my audience needs to understand that when I come back live today, this afternoon, we are going to have to water down our content so that we don't get banned. And what we'll do instead is we will just let you know that we're going to be live on TikTok as long as they'll have us. Okay? To talk about things that have actually happened. And we'll try to keep in mind that TikTok's all ages, apparently. And so, like, a kid could come in there and listen to me talk about people unaliving, is apparently inappropriate. So what we'll do is I'll just post links in our Discord so that you can see the news that I'm looking at for reference. But I just want to point out the very obvious. Remember, every accusation is a tell. Every accusation is an admission, right? So remember a few weeks ago, Elon Musk accused Alexander Vindman, Army, thank you for your service, who testified against Donald Trump the second time he was impeached. He publicly accused him of being a traitor and being paid for by Ukrainian oligarchs. In my eyes, he's guilty of treason, bought and paid for by Putin and Russian oligarchs, right? Elon Musk. So when I try to think about why in the world would Elon Musk want to shut down the government for the next 90 days, what could possibly happen in the next 90 days, you ask? Well, let me introduce you. And so for the record, like, do I think the government's going to get shut down? No. Do I think it's going to, do I think Elon Musk railing to shut down the government is going to speed up some shit? Yup. So I'm letting everyone know, look out for the fucking fireworks. Obviously I didn't even told my audience to not anticipate things until even like next week. After it's darkest, she said it's darkest on the 21st. That makes sense to me. Then Monday the 23rd, that all hell breaks loose, right? But now that in the last 12 hours, basically, Elon Musk has tweeted 70 times railing against this government spending bill, Republicans have backed out of that deal and now threatened to shut down the government. And I just want to point out that that's totally a tell that they know that Executive Order 13848's first 45 days are up tomorrow, Those initial reports from the election are due, and then they get an additional 45 days and an additional 30 days. So they get an additional 75 days. So why would you want, if you're guilty of a bunch of election crimes, like remember when Elon Musk paid people to register to vote? Remember when he paid them to vote? Remember all that? Remember that? Remember how Elon Musk apparently told Joe Rogan that he had an app on his phone where he could predict the outcome of an election 4 hours early? Remember how Elon Musk transferred $375 million after election night? Understand, my thought process this entire time has been Elon Musk, in conjunction with Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump, colluded to interfere and commit election fraud. And I think that the data shows Kamala Harris won 5 of the 7 swing states. The Democrats swept 5 of the 7 swing states, for the record. For the record, I think that's what really happened. The data shows that. Donald Trump has exactly like 1.5% more drop-off ballots than he would have needed to win in 5 of 7 swing states. If that doesn't tell you everything you need to know, right? And Elon Musk put $275 million into Donald Trump's campaign. And Elon Musk used Starlink to help the U.S. tabulate votes in this election. And a bunch of other billionaires have proprietary access to software that help tabulate votes, and have bought in, and the Trumps themselves have bought into patents for voting systems that are used in the United States. And so understand that this happened all in front of your face. And those people, Elon Musk, who didn't take U.S. government, thinks he that in order to get out of the situation he's in, he needs to shut down the government for the next 90 days. And I think it's because he's about to get his ass fucking arrested. And I think he committed fucking treason. Okay? So when you read, Elon Musk and SpaceX can no longer get highest clearance, right? That to me is because of the conversations they were having with foreign adversaries like Vladimir Putin, right? Viktor Orban, right? And so I want to make sure that I make a long form video talking mostly about Elon Musk, and understand that he can no longer receive high level briefings because of his drug use, because he is ketamine and cocaine addicted. It's an absolutely lethal combo, by the way. He's a ticking time bomb. Sucks for him. And understand that most of his angst and most of the reason that the way he is because he had a son. And his son, on their own volition, is trans. And her name is Evelyn. And she's actually a better person than him. And because Elon Musk has had control and been able to buy control of everything in his life, and he could not control Evelyn, he rails against trans kids and our transgender friends. And that doesn't scream intelligence. When he rails for the Mars project, and never once have I heard Elon Musk talk about how our gear, our spaceship, our spacesuits, our abodes, our technology is radiation resistant. And that's something that you can do in video games. It's not something you can do in real life. And how there's 50 times the radiation on Mars there is on Earth. So don't volunteer for the Mars project. You're going to waste your time and your life, and you're going to die unalive way sooner than you should have. So understand, I expect the hammer of justice to drop a lot faster now. but I also don't expect the government to shut down. So I think that you could see last night as a tipping point if you wanted to, of sorts. I'd say Elon's doing what international criminals do. Shut down the government that's about to impose sanctions, that's about to have an impact on your business. If I'm Joe Biden, I'm letting everybody know you can all get it. He's definitely getting it. So if I was the Democrats right now, yeah, Hakeem Jeffries getting out there saying they broke an agreement they made and they bear the weight of the consequences and all that shit. We ain't doing that shit. If I'm anyone, if I'm like a Fed, I'm going to get in one of their ears. You understand we have 30 members of the Republican Party on treason. You want to fuck around? We got 100+ people in Congress and in the House and Senate that are guilty of insider trading right now. Why? Because you can track their trading on trackers. Look at the moves they make. You tell me it's not insider trading? I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. That's like being able to track the investments that elected officials make, like Elon, and investments that people like Elon Musk make on an app, and set your investments to match their investments. And everyone I know that's doing that's making insane amount of money. Should it be illegal for elected officials to insider trade like this? Never mind the people that are like making money off them making money. Shouldn't the insider trading thing be illegal? So like I said, I just want to make sure while I'm pointing out like it's super dangerous to shut down the government during the holidays, Elon, and I think you're going to find this out. Remember, he still has people that fly the planes he's on, serves him food, gets his fucking luggage, drives his car for him, right? He's putting himself in a great deal of danger. Damn, Elon. I really thought very highly of him at some point. But again, once you find out about who he really is, where he really came from, right? And the fact that he didn't invent Tesla, y'all. He didn't invent SpaceX, y'all. He didn't invent Starlink. He bought them. He bought them and then he's degraded them. He didn't invent Twitter. He degraded it into X. Literally like, Yeah, that's what he did to the public square. My thoughts are that all those things should be public assets. And that he should be not just deported. And I think a lot of it has to do with last night. With using your influence to shut down the government over the holidays. Oh, I want it all. I want it all.